To speak on the people-friendly, progressive and forward-looking budget presented by Honorable Finance Minister, sir. So it is not only forward-looking, but it is Atmanirbhar Bharat budget which brings with it new energy, strength and push our developing trajectory. So when I say people-friendly budget, it means the budget is for common people. I say progressive budget because there are schemes for every sector. One can very easily see this if one reads the budget with an open mind. I say it is forward-looking as the achievable targets fixed, keeping in mind our country's growth for the next couple of years. So here I would like to mention with what objectives our budgets were formulated over years. So in the pre-New India and the present New India, there is a fundamental difference in economic thought. These differences are reflected in all previous governments and the budgets presented before Shri Narendra Modi ji became the Prime Minister. So from 1948, the thought was socialistic pattern of society, and after 8 years, 1956, it was replaced as democratic socialism, and after a decade, it was innovated as welfare state, and after a few years, the slogan Garbi Hatao came into existence. Sir, after this, the change in narratives continued till recently, highlighting right-wing philosophy or left-wing philosophy. Sir, Shri Narendra Modi's biggest economic vision is ending this narrative and resurrecting pro-people economic policy and budget beyond the left and right dichotomy. Whenever and whatever good to the people that ends in socio-economic empowerment of different sectors of society has become the main vision of the government. The economic fundamentalism is what I call Semitic thought in right and left propaganda. Right say priority should be given to the private sector and left say public sector is the priority. For Modi ji and our government, it is the people sector that matters, not left or right. Whatever is good for the country and its people is reflected in the budget and not what left and right profess. So Modi ji ended the colonial hangover on the budget from 20th February, which was colonial inheritance that was blindly followed by the subsequent governments to 1st February, which is more practical and in tune with our accounting standards. So what is experienced now is a tremendous increase in the horizon and participation in budget preparation. Earlier, the marginalized classes were treated as clients, but now they are treated as stakeholders and are extensively consulted. The earlier budgets before 2014 carried the colonial mindset and Western thought process, and our budgets truly reflect the Republican and Indian spirit, sir. So a lot has been said about PM Gati Shakti. I don't wish to repeat the points which have been extensively discussed by my esteemed friends, but I only say that 7 drivers or engines of Gati Shakti are like 7 horses that Lord Surya has for his chariot, which symbolizes warmth and life. As they move across, they remove darkness and usher in light. Not just this, 7 horses also symbolize 7 colors of rainbow. Similarly, 7 engines of Gati Shakti, roads, railways, airports, ports, mass transport, waterways and logistic infrastructure usher in a new horizon of integrated and transformative approach for economic growth, sustainable development and full economy in unison. So these engines are complemented by energy transmission, IT, water and sewage and social infrastructure. So this coordinated approach with the reins of the horses firmly in the hands of Honorable Prime Minister, it will certainly drive the country to reach new horizons in development. So COVID has crippled every single economy and every single country of the world, and India is no exception. Right from US with 7.6 crore cases at top to Tonga and Micronesia at the bottom, left none and engulfed all. The resilience shown by every Indian under the leadership of beloved Prime Minister Shri Modi ji guided the country right through the pandemic, be it relating to vaccination or providing free food grains to poor and migrant labor by incurring more than 2.5 lakh crores or providing impetus to every single sector, be it through Atmanirbhar package, monetary or fiscal measures or COVID diplomacy. Sir, not a single country in the world, including the most developed country like US, has taken up supplying free food grains to poor on such mammoth scale as we did. Sir, Honorable Prime Minister under Prime Minister Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, first, second, third and fourth and fifth phase, has so far given more than 700 lakh metric tons and has incurred an expenditure of 2.65 lakh crores. I don't think such massive help to poor in the form of supplying food grains free of cost has ever happened in the history of independent India and for that matter in any country on the globe. So Honorable Finance Minister deserves a compliment since it is her ministry which pooled resources for this massive program. So in parliamentary democracy, it is expected that opposition will do logical criticism which can become constructive and help in policy formulation. But what I found is that many of my learned members from the opposition, blinded by anti-Modiism, prefer to take to illogical criticism which only lowers their credibility. What the members of the opposition fail to realize is that New India is not polemical slogan, but a concept with substance. There is visible paradigm shift under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, and this is reflected in the budget. The budget is a reflection of Shri Narendra Modi's vision, which is not only for India, but is emulated as a vision for many other developing countries. Sir, I see this budget aims to boost the growth and create employment by investing hugely on infrastructure and capital expenditure. So 48,000 crores given to completing 80 lakh houses under Prime Minister Awas Yojana and spending hugely on social sector schemes and programs without forgetting the security of the country, and one can see nearly 50,000 crores increase in 5.25 lakh crores for defense and compared to the last year's allocation of 4.78 crores, sir. So, Deputy Chairman, sir, with announcements made by Finance Minister on digital currency, we become the 9th country along with China, UAE, Nigeria, Hong Kong, Thailand, etc. to have our own digital currency. FM also made announcement of imposing 30% tax on digital assets. It means Indian crypto investor intending to transfer assets to exchanges in other countries or wallets, then he has to pay 30% tax in income accrued. Not just this, there is also an announcement that RBI will issue digital rupee using blockchain and other technologies from the coming financial year. These measures will revolutionize fintech. Honorable Prime Minister has also said that digital rupee will revolutionize the fintech sector by creating new opportunities and lessen the burn in handling, printing, logistics and management of cash. Sir, it has been observed in recent past, particularly during IPL and T20 World Cup matches, unabated advertisement by crypto players, bombarding people on all platforms and prompting and provoking them to invest in spite of the fact that cryptocurrency is unregulated digital currency and not a legal tender. Not just this, some crypto exchanges have also started podcasts and other collaborations to attract investment on their exchanges. Popular film stars and celebrities promoting cryptocurrency trading will definitely influence the mindset of Indians and thinking that all is well with cryptocurrency. And cleverly, all advertisements just mentioned a thin line at the end. Cryptocurrency is an unregulated digital currency, not a legal tender, and subject to market risk. And nobody can see this, sir. Sir, hence I compliment Honorable Finance Minister for starting to regulate crypto assets, having their own digital currency and tax transactions. I also request Honorable Prime Minister and the Finance Minister to regulate misleading advertisements on cryptocurrency and direct them to give clear picture of implications of investment in crypto assets. I'll take only one more minute, sir. Sir, opposition has been making fun of Make in India. Sir, what is Make in India? What is wrong in Make in India? And why should anybody object to that? Is it a sin to become self-sufficient? Do you want India to be in the position to ship to mouth? Do you want to depend on foreign countries for our defense requirements? We were depending on other countries even for nuts and bolts for our defense equipment. What is wrong in becoming Atmanirbhar in defense so that we don't become parasite of our defense needs? It is with this very objective, Honorable Finance Minister has given push to domestic defense industry. This government never in the history of independent India has earmarked 68% of capital procurement. Budget of armed forces earmarked for domestic industry. The result is we rapidly become Atmanirbhar, and this propels economic activity and provides employment opportunities. Defense R&D is open for private sector startups, helping private sector to work with DRDO and other defense institutions. Sir, all sectors which help our economy to grow stronger have been given more importance and allocations have been made accordingly. The budget, as I mentioned earlier, sir, is people-friendly, progressive and futuristic. Only our learned friends from opposition should view this with open mind and not with anti-Modi mania. And this will certainly appreciate the intrinsic value and principles in the growth-oriented budget. With these submissions, sir, I once again extend my compliments and greetings to the Honorable Finance Minister for presenting a budget which aims to transform the country and drive smoothly in Amrit Kal to become a force to reckon with in the Committee of Nations. Thank you very much, sir.